Hi Taurus. So what does Taurus need to know today? What does Taurus need to know? Taurus. Right, so I'll put two cards here first. One, and then we'll do the moving energies. Taurus. Taurus. So today is the 13th of August, which boils down in the Major Arcana card as the Death card. So we're having a look at the transformation of death itself and how that can affect your life in the out with the old and in with the new. The whole date today, the 13th of August, will boil down to a 7, which is the Chariot. So moving away from aspects that no longer serve us is perhaps a good thing to look at today. So with death, it's a very interesting transformation card, where the priest here is almost like begging death, why have you done this? Or even say, I agree that certain things do have to die away. So the king here is laying unconscious, or maybe even had his physical death. Now this has had to happen in this particular village because in order to transform to the paradise city here of enlightenment, one needs to wipe away the aspects down here. So these aspects down here could be the mind, could be the heart, could be just the way that we physically are. So everything needs to change, renew, and help on our soul journey to the greater good of divine unity. So this is why death is vitally important in the tarot deck. Moving on to the Chariot, this is how we can move our thinking and our desires, feelings onwards. It's the comfort of this city. He's moving away. He has the willpower to move away to further develop his spiritual journey. So what aspects, Taurians, are on the cards for you guys? So you have this Nine of Water, which is a form of being complacent. I wouldn't say lazy, it's complacent in achieving what you have achieved. I mean, this is a great aspect to achieve what you've emotionally picked up, all the rewards and how you are in life in general. But if you notice, there are certain aspects which will slide you off your lovely chair of comfort and hurtle you into the chessboard of life itself. So the movement today for Taurus is to move. Even though things are okay, one still needs to get up in the vehicle and move it. But where? Paying attention to the yin and the yang, so putting in the action as well as the feeling of gentleness and allowing that transformation. Because if we're sitting here in our palace and not doing anything, then we're definitely not changing. And this is why sometimes the Death card is a universal force that will shake you up because you can't shake yourself up. So another aspect today is the Creator. This is a great card for yourself because it allows you to put the energy in. When you put the energy in your vehicles, you can move faster and more efficiently. So the vehicle of life will push you forward to explore all the possibilities. It'll allow you your desire and motivation to allow that to move. What are you creating now? What can you get rid of? Laziness, perhaps. Being complacent. You might have the best inspirational idea on the planet, but if you don't put the action in, it's not going to happen. So this is why you always do get some major force causing you to act on. So here you have the Thinkness. This is a great card teamed with the Creator, because out of creation becomes everything else. The blackness is a start, and then all light will be formed from there. So today, when you're kicking back, relaxing, and trying to really imagine and visualize what you do want, what is it that you do want? What can you create? What can you put the light into your world? How quickly can you move? Are you going to sit here and desiring but not acting? Now this is a card of acting and desire, so it's creating a great combination for you to actually move forward. So make use of that if you want. Now this is a card everyone seems to be getting today. It's reminding that the responsibility of things ending and starting is just a phase, it's just a cycle. But having too much emphasis on responsibility and self-growth can sometimes be taxing, and that's probably why you're a little bit congratulating yourself. But to have fun and put the magic back in your life, it's going to really inspire you to create a better model of vehicle. Because this one, it's not very aerodynamic, is it? You could make it aerodynamic. That just means that your physical body needs a bit of tuning, fine tuning. Right, all success. So here for Taurians, you have success. Success in everything that you want now. So if you've been struggling with putting things behind you, or even if your idea has not quite come or has come, that this is a moment of success. But you have to remember it's a cycle. This success only lasts until the peak, and then it has to come down. You can't level off at the peak. You've always got to go higher or lower. But if you keep climbing, it's such a lot of pressure, isn't it? So you could create your own pressure in doing that. So what else is going on here? Let's have a look. Going with the flow. So the going with the flow is a very important aspect. So when you've got no thingness, it's living in the moment. It's tapping into your higher intuition, and going with the flow is so important, because if we fight it, then we're not going on our soul purpose or our spiritual journey. So creating a faster flow may be on the cards, or a slower flow on the cards, because at the moment you're having a really good time. So there's nothing much to move away from, except please don't be too complacent. Remember to create the energy to keep going higher and higher. And just generally, you've already had the inspiration and success. So just utilising that on a larger scale is a lot better. So we're going to use the Nature's Whispers and see what oracle is needed today. So you have potential gateway. This is great. So while you're sitting, relaxing in your fantastic pina colada or cup of tea, whatever, you can now have a look at what the potential is. When you think, or when you tap into your higher self, you can see that what's happening above is happening below. And this is why you've got the creator to create all that you want. So it's a very good aspect for you, Taurus, today. So hopefully you can congratulate yourself and really see the beauty that's inside you and move on to higher and better things. There's always a new challenge ahead. Thank you for listening, and lots of love to you all.